Picture this: a 71-year-old man, full of life just yesterday, tucks himself into bed for what seems like an ordinary night. But the next morning, his family finds him still, forever asleep. They're heartbroken, confused, asking themselves how this could happen. He wasn't sick, not that they knew. It was just a regular evening. So, what changed? Could anything have saved him? Here's the sobering reality. Once you're past 70, some nighttime habits, ones you might not even think twice about, can quietly jeopardize your health. They can raise the odds of devastating problems like strokes, heart attacks, or even an unexpected end in your sleep. The scariest part? Most people have no clue they're rolling the dice every night. In this video, we're going to uncover 4 bedtime habits you must avoid if you're over 70. These are everyday choices that might feel innocent, but they carry a heavy toll on your well-being and how long you thrive. Some might catch you off guard. Others could be routines you've stuck with for decades. Stick with me through this entire journey, because by the end, you'll know exactly how to safeguard your nights, sleep better, and rise each morning feeling more alive. The final habit especially is something countless seniors do without a second thought, and it's putting them at real risk. Plus, I'll share simple swaps to help you rest easier and healthier. Let's dive in. Habit number 1. Loading up on big meals too close to bedtime. One of the sneakiest traps people over 70 fall into is eating hefty meals right before hitting the pillow. You might shrug it off. Maybe it's been your habit forever with no obvious fallout. But as the years pile on, your body doesn't tackle food like it once did. What you eat before sleep and when can shake up your rest, strain your heart, and even spark sudden trouble in the night. Cast your mind back. In your younger days, a late-night feast probably didn't faze you. You'd drift off without a hitch. But now, after 70, your digestion slows to a crawl. Your stomach takes its sweet time, and that changes everything. Stuffing yourself late can trigger acid reflux, toss your sleep into chaos, and crank up your blood pressure, paving the way for heart attacks or strokes while you're out cold. Ever jolted awake with a burning chest, a tight gut, or your heart pounding? That's a red flag. Your evening plate might be the culprit. Here's the breakdown. When you scarf down a big meal just before bed, your body can't wind down. It's stuck in overdrive, churning acid, grinding through food, keeping your pulse up when it should be easing off. That keeps you in a shallow, fidgety sleep, leaving you vulnerable to a cascade of heart-related risks. Take this scene. You savor a rich lasagna or a juicy cheeseburger at 9 p.m., lights out by 10. Sounds satisfying, right? But as you settle in, your stomach wrestles to hold that acid down. It seeps upward, scorching your throat, maybe sparking a cough or a gasp that yanks you awake. Over months or years, this reflux, called GERD, can wear down your throat's defenses, raising the odds of a lung infection called aspiration pneumonia, which can be a silent killer for older folks. And that's not all. Late eating can mess with your blood sugar too. If diabetes runs in your family or you're on the edge of it, those nighttime spikes make it tougher for your body to balance glucose as you sleep. Research warns that seniors who dine late often face metabolic trouble tied to heart disease down the line. What's the fix? Aim to wrap up your last meal 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. That window lets your system process everything before you lie flat. Hungry later? Reach for something gentle, a few almonds, a crisp apple slice, or a soothing herbal tea. These won't tax your gut and might even nudge you into better sleep. Your body's not the same machine it was in your 40s. Tweaking when you eat can slash those nighttime dangers, boost your rest, and let your system recharge the way it's meant to. Habit number 2, gulping down too much before bed. Bed hydration's a golden rule, right? Most folks swear by it. But if you're over 70, chugging liquids right before bed can backfire in ways you'd never expect. If you're up half the night dashing to the bathroom, it's time to rethink your evening sips. And it's not just about losing sleep. This habit can set you up for falls, heart strain, and even memory struggles as the years roll on. Here's the deal. Aging shifts how your bladder behaves. It doesn't hold as much. Your kidneys keep filtering even at night, and your system gets touchy about fluids. Down a big glass of water, tea, or anything else before bed, and you're practically begging for a midnight wake-up call, or 3. Sure, it might feel like a small annoyance, but the stakes are higher than that. Picture it. You're deep in sleep when that full bladder nudges you awake. You stumble out of bed, groggy, rushing to make it in time. But your blood pressure hasn't caught up, and suddenly you're dizzy. A condition called postural hypotension. It's a sneaky drop that can make you sway, faint, or worse, tumble. For seniors, these nighttime spills are a top cause of broken bones, head knocks, or emergencies that change everything. Then there's the sleep wreckage. Every bathroom trip flips on the lights, tricking your brain into thinking dawn's arrived. That messes with melatonin, your sleep hormone, leaving you stuck in fitful rest instead of the deep kind that heals you. Over time, choppy sleep chips away at your immune defenses, hikes your blood pressure, and fogs your mind. Studies link constant night wakings in seniors to a bigger risk of dementia and memory loss. Scary stuff from something as simple as a late drink. But you can't just ditch hydration. So, what's smart? Spread your fluids across the day, load up earlier, then ease off by late afternoon. Thirsty at night? Sip lightly, not guzzle. Watch out for caffeine, too. Coffee or tea past midday acts like a diuretic, pumping up urine output and making things worse. Even sneaky liquid sources like broth or juicy fruits can add up, so keep an eye on those. With a little planning, you can cut those midnight treks, dodge falls, and cradle your sleep, all while staying healthy for the long haul. Habit number 3, cranking the heat in your bedroom. A toasty bedroom might feel like a hug from the universe, but past 70, it's more like a quiet threat. Lots of seniors turn up the heat or pile on blankets, chasing that snug vibe. Truth is, a room that's too warm can sap your hydration, tax your heart, and rob you of the sleep you need without waving any obvious warning flags. Aging dulls your body's knack for balancing heat. You don't sweat as easily, and that trapped warmth can push your temperature too high, especially when you're asleep. When that happens, your heart kicks into gear to cool you off, stressing your system. Dangerous if you've got heart trouble, high blood pressure, or shaky circulation. Ever woken up drenched, uneasy, or short of breath? That's your body crying out against the heat. Research says warm rooms can dehydrate you overnight, even if you're not parched. That thickens your blood, upping the chance of clots, heart attacks, or strokes, risks that hit seniors hardest. Take Jim, a 73-year-old who loves his nightly wind-down with a book. He keeps his room at 76 degrees, swaddled in thick quilts. But he's up half the night, sweaty and wired, dragging through mornings in a haze. Jim doesn't see it, but that warmth is short-circuiting his sleep cycle, blocking the deep rest his body craves for healing and clarity. Cooler air, though, works magic. It nudges your core temperature down, ushering in that deep, dreamy sleep tied to sharper memory, stronger immunity, and a longer life. Seniors sleeping cool say they wake up brighter, steadier, ready for the day. So, what's perfect? Keep your room between 60 and 67 degrees. Too chilly? Layer up with airy cotton blankets, not heavy ones that smother you. Light, breathable pajamas help too. Crack a window or run a fan for airflow. It cools you down and freshens the room, easing any breathing hiccups that might stir you awake. This tweak can transform your nights. Less heart strain, richer sleep, and mornings that feel like a win, all without the perils of roasting while you rest. Habit number 4, settling into the wrong sleep. Pose. How you lie down at night probably doesn't cross your mind much. If it feels good, it's fine, right? But after 70, your sleep position can shape your health more than you'd guess. The wrong one can choke your breath, clog your circulation, and even nudge you toward heart failure or a stroke. Yet so many seniors drift off in risky setups without a clue. Aging shifts your body's gears. Muscles soften, lungs weaken, blood flow slows. Sprawling in a bad spot for hours can pinch your airways, drop your oxygen, and squeeze vital vessels, throwing your system off kilter while you're out. That can spark snoring, sleep apnea, or worse, heart stress that builds over time. Flat on your back might feel like a treat, but for lots of older folks, it's a gamble. Gravity tugs your tongue and throat tissues back, clogging your windpipe. That's sleep apnea territory, where breathing stalls and restarts all night. Plenty don't notice, but it's a fast track to heart trouble, soaring blood pressure, or a sudden cardiac scare. Think of Ellen, 70, a lifelong back sleeper. Her husband catches her pausing mid-breath, then gulping air in the dark. She laughs it off as getting old, but soon she's waking drained, head pounding, foggy by noon. Her doctor pins it on sleep apnea, fueled by her position, quietly taxing her heart night after night. Even without apnea, position matters. Right side sleeping can press on your heart, slowing blood flow. Tricky if you've got cardiac issues. Over time, that pressure might pool fluid in your lungs or legs, inching toward heart failure. The sweet spot? Sleep on your left side. It boosts circulation, eases your heart's workload, and smooths digestion. Got reflux? This keeps acid down too. Trouble staying put? Wedge a body pillow behind you. Prop your head a touch higher to free your airways, and tuck a pillow between your knees if joints ache. It keeps your spine happy. Switching how you sleep can rewrite your health story. Better breathing, smoother blood flow, less strain, and you'll wake up sharper, stronger, safer. Wrapping it up, there you have it. 4 bedtime habits that seem small, but pack a punch after 70. Late night feasts, evening floods of liquid, overheated rooms, and risky sleep angles. They all chip away at your heart, your rest, your life. The silver lining? You can turn this around. Little shifts in your night routine can lift your sleep, shield you from danger, and greet you with stronger mornings. Pause and think. Which of these hits home? Are you up all night, restless in the heat, or stuck on your back without knowing the cost? Whatever it is, seeing it is step 1. Here's your nudge. Tonight, Tweak one thing. Push dinner earlier. Dial down the thermostat. Roll to your left. One shift can ripple into something big. Thanks for sticking with us. Drop a comment below. Tell me one takeaway and how you'll use it. Your words fuel us, so don't hold back. Loved this? Like, subscribe, share. It keeps us going with content that lights your way. See you next time. Sleep well.